Eczema is a common condition that causes the skin to become itchy, red, dry, and cracked. It affects 1 in 12 adults and approximately 1 in 5 children across the UK. New research commissioned and fully funded by MSD, the manufacturers of dipro-based emollients, has shown that eczema can have a negative impact on a person's quality of life.
Eczema is a very common skin condition. In fact, 6 million people in the UK suffer with eczema. Anybody can get eczema. It is equal amongst men and women. It's more common in childhood. In fact, 1 in 5 children will develop what is commonly known as atopic eczema or dermatitis, and 1 in 12 adults. Whilst it is treatable and controllable, it doesn't usually cure itself. You'll usually control the condition. Interestingly though, children will often grow out of it, and 65% of children by teenage years have grown out of their eczema. In my view, the treatment of eczema is very straightforward. People always get very concerned about the use of steroids, and they have a place, but the most important thing in the mainstay of treatment of eczema is to use a gentle emollient wash and moisturiser. When I say using a moisturiser, I mean up to 3 to 4 times a day. Interestingly, in a survey sponsored by dipro-base, only 19% of adults with eczema used emollients in that 3 to 4 times a day regime. Patients get very subconscious when they have a flare of their eczema. In fact, a recent survey looking at 500 people with eczema, over 70% explained that they felt unattractive, and over half of people felt they couldn't wear the clothes they wanted to wear when they had a skin flare. Eczema can have an enormous impact on people's lives. Day-to-day activities that one could take for granted, for example, household duties, washing up, bathing children, are avoided in patients with eczema because they're afraid of a flare-up. People can do an enormous amount to help themselves. When people have dry skin or skin with eczema, then the skin barrier is very sensitive, for example, to soaps. So using emollients to wash and moisturise the skin will definitely have an impact. When going to work, moisturising the skin during the day will definitely help. If we do activities that may dry the skin out, for example swimming, then rinsing the skin thoroughly afterwards and applying a moisturiser is very important. All of these steps will have an impact in protecting the skin's barrier. Whilst we see eczema as a chronic condition, in fact, by using regular emollients up to 3 to 4 times a day, we can definitely lessen its impact. And this can be easily put into a normal, good skincare regime. This will reduce flare-ups, and bear in mind that 1 in 6 adults will have at least 5 flare-ups a year. It's very important to lessen this impact on quality of life. People with eczema can get advice and guidance on their symptoms and treatment from the local pharmacist or from the National Eczema Society's website. It's important to remember that eczema is very treatable, and you can take an active role in the management of your condition.